Traditional Reap Moon snacks. Roasted apples, salted yams, sweet roots, pungent fermented snapjaw eggs. They appear to be having a good time. Well deserved, too.
You wouldn't believe the amount of work that's required to keep the network running smoothly.
He's a mechanic.
Oh, the
working on
engineering
the
is
pipe network.
good, but the
And
assembly...
he has a workbox with tools.
Don't put military men on a civilian job, is all I'm
A
saying.
workbox.
This
That's probably where a
requires
mechanic would
fine
keep his
skill,
tools.
not brute
I'll just
force.
grab it and run,
See,
and keep
if
running
the
until the
connection
city
between
and
the
all of this
pipes
is
are
behind
off
me.
by even a hair's breadth,
Alvik doesn't have the
loads
most
can start
sophisticated or
rattling around
upscale
and get
clientele.
stuck. If
And
that
I'm sure he's
happens,
happy about that.
Shadow, let's just say the tower would be severely
I could knock him over the
displeased.
head with the butt of my
The
blade.
official opening's in a week,
I don't think
and they want
Alvik
the
would
ceremony to
approve.
go as...
Da.
Lyle, what do you want? Oh, I thought you were one of them. You know, the magicals. Goddess knows why there's still magicals in the city. I thought they'd been deported, all of them. Never mind. Take a seat, man, and I'll buy you a drink. Where you from? You sound Azad.
My apologies, I need to be elsewhere.
Oh, right. Next time.
They're good people. Bless their generous hearts. I wish them all the happiness in the world.
The worst thing is crawlers in the tubes. What do you call them here? Rats.
At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Alvik
Alvik
keeps them in check.
Shadow, it's it. Mess that was. No, here. None is the times.
I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Mm. Oh. Mmm. Delicious. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Mm. Oh. Mmm. Delicious.
Have you found anything yet?
I'm working on it.
Enu and Nico are still out looking, and you're not. You should get to it.
Those tubes will make our lives
They
better.
appear to be having a good time. There are mostly labourers and dock workers in this bar. Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
Life's a series of tubes.
I'll drink to that. I'm not here to speak with strangers. I'm here to drink foreign drinks with exotic fruits in them. Are you trying to ask me up for a dance? A kiss? A quick grope in a dark corner? Come on, use your tongue, man. Look, you're a tall, dark and handsome man, true. I'm just not feeling it. Sorry.
What can I do for you, friend? Buy me a drink and I'll tell you my life story. Or buy me two, you can tell me yours. Or buy me three and anything goes.
Do I smell magical?
At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Alvik keeps them in check.
I do miss Old Town. Mercurius just not the same without the magic ghetto.
Shh.
What?
Well, take a look around you. Is this the best place to lament the loss of magicals?
Well, we have lost something, haven't we? Is this town really better off without magicals? Be honest.
Honesty is the quickest way to the noose.
Why isn't there any music and dancing?
Ulvik's provided Bip with a cot down there, among the wine caskets and beer barrels. I believe the boys acquired a taste for strong drink. It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing. There's food left on the table. A pumpkin, an odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. It'd be easier to walk around unnoticed if there were more people about, but I do get to operate in peace. Are those yams? No, they're only apples. Oh. They're building bonfires for Reap Moon's Eve next week. The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Goat eats leaves, goat falls asleep. Interesting. Goat eats leaves, goat falls asleep. Interesting. Wait, I remember someone talking about this a while back. The mole, was it?
What exactly are you doing to that goat? Wait, does this have anything to do with why you rejected me? Goats? Honestly?
What do you mean by goats and honestly? I don't understand your words, woman.
Hey, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just surprised is all.
Where have you been this past month?
Away. Far away. Travelling, so, This goat, what's going on here?
It's rebel business.
Clearly. How's that working out for you? Are you one of them now?
I'm atoning for my sins.
Right. But you are enjoying it.
I don't enjoy fighting my own people.
Well, you seem to be good at it. Word is the Resistance is gaining support, that people have hope now that you're there.
I'm doing what I can to help.
I heard you executed our vile little Azadi officer. I don't disapprove, I'm just wondering why you didn't extract information before ending his life. I mean, if you're gonna kill him anyway, what's a little pain and blood to start things off with? The thing about torture is that it's a seal of authenticity. It makes every piece of information more reliable. I understand your friends didn't take the officer's word for it. Well, even if you didn't pull out of Old Town, at least the Resistance put up a decent fight before. The important thing is, many Azadi died that night. Chalice half full and all that.
What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing. I saw you. It's been a while. I wanted to say hello. Oh, I've missed this. The one-sided conversations, the sullenness and suspicion. I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. Anyway, goats?
We have a lead on the pipes.
Oh, that explains everything. I'll leave you to it then. I'm going to the Rooster later tonight. I need to speak with Ulvik. Maybe I'll see you there.
Maybe.
This is what I love about you, Keon. You're such a people person.
Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the Resistance would be in a dark place indeed. Oh, goddess, forgive me, I keep doing that. This is Evensong. It works on goats.
Well, then it should work on the Azadi too, eh? One more ale on the house, da?
What a lovely head. This one smells different. Malty, sweet. It's almost like the sugar ale from Southern as a Day. Now, this is a brew, Vic. It tastes like home, this does. It brings tears to my eyes. It is simply
Really? How's that?
Well, they're there for the, the betterment of humankind.
Hey.
right?
Hey!
Well, life's a series of tubes.
I'll drink to that.
He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong. It's a map of the pipe network, with maintenance hatches marked in red. Using this, I should be able to find one of the panels. It's a map of the pipe network, with maintenance hatches marked in red. A tool for opening the maintenance hatches in the pipes. Are you awake?
Don't take too long out there. If he wakes up without his tools, there'll be questions and I won't have any good answers.
Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. Under his leadership, the City Watch will fester and rot. Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions. A tool for opening the maintenance hatches in the pipes. It's a map of the pipe network, with maintenance hatches marked in red.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
I envy those who can shut their doors at night and find peace inside. But that's why we fight, so that they can shut their doors and forget. That's one of the maintenance hatches from the mechanic's map. It won't budge. It needs a special tool to open. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, And it's swift. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries some. Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it. There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube. The gale's blowing from right to left. Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it. Those paper dragons are illegal. They've been arresting anyone caught running them, but new ones pop up every day. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. There's a powerful wind blowing. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping. Are those yams? No, they're only apples. A single bob won't hurt. I'm sure no one's watching. Barrel bobbing. There's a tradition we also have in Azadir. Of course, we didn't use apples. We used nettles. They stung fiercely, and the children would cry. It was enjoyable. This brings me back. Although without the nettles, something's definitely lost. A single bob won't hurt. I'm sure no one's watching.
You should get on with it. The evensong's potent, but he will wake up before the night's...
Hey. Hey! He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong.
He's out like an Eradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it. The room has eyes.
I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Oh. Oh. Delicious.
Just one more for the road. A bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started.
They appear to be having a good time. Well deserved, too. Ulvik's provided Bip with a cot down there, among the wine caskets and beer barrels. I believe the boys acquired a taste for strong drink.
Fucking
I do
rebels
miss Old
causing
Town.
trouble
My
for
period's
everyone.
just not the same without the magic ghetto.
Shh.
What?
Take a look around you. Is this the best place to lament the loss of
Vote
magicals?
Hilaris.
Well, we are lost.
It's the quickest way to the noose.
They take their harvest festival very seriously. A whole month of excess, culminating in the Feast of Reaping on Reapmoon's Eve. There's food left on the table. They can't be wild goats, not in the middle of Mercuria. But who owns them? The city? Maybe this is how they keep the grass in the green trimmed. Evensong, a herb that makes the wakeful sleep. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping. I'm not fond of goats. I shared a room with a goat once. It woke me up in the middle of the night, shrieking like a man possessed with demons. Goat eats leaves. Goat falls asleep. What was that herb the mole spoke of? Wait, I remember someone talking about this a while back. The mole, was it?
He's out like an Iradian soldier.
Evensong, a herb that makes the wakeful sleep.
I should be getting home. Just one more for the road.
A pumpkin, an odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. It's locked. I could probably force it open. This is an historical landmark of some sort. Shepard mentioned the name Avnaxis, an ambassador of the Vanar, she said. Are those yams? No, they're only apples. Oh. The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition. Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine. A crate full of angled pipe sections. Elbows, if I'm not mistaken. That didn't accomplish anything. Whatever's in there just bounces off the pipe. A metal ball? That's what's flying through these pipes? Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads, hopefully to some answers. I need to find a way into that building tonight. The pipe carrying the metal orb leads into that building. I knew it was important.
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Or one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
So we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess. It's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
The boy appears genuinely interested. I've been told this is rare in children. Perhaps I shouldn't discourage him. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay, well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point. Ah, yams. A few weeks ago I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado. It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten. They're too quick.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
Here's some particularly potent cheese. Filthy shadow spawn. Eat it. Eat it all. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here. Is it breathing? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a rat, and it's not moving.
You got it! I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed. Well, that was fun. What's next?
Next, you go home and stop distracting me, or I'll tell the other street urchins you have fleas.
I have no home. You know that. I sleep in the cellar of the Rooster and Kitten.
Good. It's the safest place around. So go back to your cellar and keep your head down. If I see you again tonight...
Fleas, got it. I'm sleepy anyways. That's why I'm going back. Not because you're telling me to.
And don't throw pebbles at Azadi soldiers.
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shut a damn ground crawlers.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
He's one of the people who work here. I've noticed others like him entering and exiting. They're odd-looking. More of the metal machines that have been put up all over town. But these look different. Bigger, shinier, more modern. The numbers are flickering. It looks like sorcery, but I'm sure this is science. Someone's down there. More metal tubes leading down to these odd tables. More of those odd metal orbs. They're doing something to them here, altering them. I wonder what will happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous. I wonder what will happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous. The orbs appear to be an important part of the machinery. I recognize instruments such as these from cloud ships. Gauges and meters for reading things like pressure, height, and humidity. Why would they need that here, on the ground? There's mathematics on that board.
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
Goddess. No problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadir. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Elvani. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn what?
Your name. Who are you?
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus, lead engineer.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... you know, the engine. There's only one engine. The one that encompasses the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor, granted.
So what does this calculating engine do? What's its purpose?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers. Big numbers. And it does things with those numbers. Like, have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but... we're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes, fine. Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university?
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking, and report back to us. This allows us to write ever more complex messages, until finally we have the code we need, the ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the Pike network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can? Because no one else can? Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle. Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Mercuria? Why not in Sadir?
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic? Magic? Of course not magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want. With science. Reshape reality. Rewrite the laws of the cosmos. Remove death and disease, poverty, and warfare. The world will be run by scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
Are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done,
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Mercuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given passage to their new homelands, where they can...
Do you really believe that? What would the magicals be re-educated to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Firdaus. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned. Killed. They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... Oh, light protect them.
So this is why we're sending all the magicals away from Mercuria? Because of the engine?
Yes. Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm not... As long as the thaumaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
Oh. No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the better. Yeah. I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First and the Prophet, and please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Firdaus. Something is going on. Someone's...
Kian. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, Hami? Where are your men?